Hey casters, welcome back to MetaZoo News. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by at the channel. And if you're a returning caster, thank you for keeping the magic alive. Consider hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell to get all notifications when we post a new video. Today, I just wanted to go over the card that we were able to spoil. Definitely go and check out the video if you haven't already, of Surtr for the upcoming Torrential Tides set in MetaZoo. It was an honor to be able to spoil that card, and the video is really fun, so I definitely recommend checking that out. But for this video, what I'd like to do is to just do a deep dive into the card, discuss it, go over it, and then sort of my thoughts on what we can expect to see in Torrential Tides from Surtr and people who enjoy a good fire deck. So you may be familiar with the name Surtr. We have the Sword of Surtr as a fire equipment card in the base set, but Surtr's making his very first appearance in MetaZoo in the Torrential Tides set. Taking a look at the card, its stats, it is a fire aura type. It is a 5-cost, 6-influence creature and equipment card, which we'll get to in a moment. But for 5 costs and 6 influence, I think that's a pretty good trade-off, especially for its ability that we'll get into in a moment. But for the value you get out of it, a 5-cost card I think is a really good spot to be in for Surtr. So like we discussed just briefly, it is a dual card type, which I believe it is the first in MetaZoo history to have this dual classification of a creature and an equipment card. And so having that dual classification, it really does create new synergies that I think will be really fun to take a look at in Torrential Tides. But before we get to those synergies, let's discuss the ability. So the ability is called Reforged. In this ability, you tap 1 fire aura, sacrifice an equipment card, and gain 2 MP. And of course, in the game played to 30, that can become a very valuable part of anyone's deck that would like to play a fire caster. So it benefits from cards that you can get equipment back in your hand from the discard pile, and there are 2 that come to mind. The first of which is Bacon Wand, which is a equipment card, 2 fire aura, 1 influence. The Bacon Wand is if you tap the card, you can put an equipment card from your discard pile back into your hand. And of course, that jives very well with the ability, as you can get that equipment back, sacrifice it again, get more mission points, so on and so forth. The other card that it jives well with would be the card Static Vision, which is a Lightning Aura strategy card. That card allows you to put equipment from your discard pile back into your hand. So again, it has sort of the same effect here, but a very valuable thing to pair with Surtr. So, of course, with that being said, Surtr would do well with a fire and a lightning deck. Another reason why you might value lightning as opposed to air as the pairing would be there are 8 equipment cards in the lightning aura type in the base set. There are 8 equipment cards in the fire type in the base set, as opposed to 5, I believe, for air in the base set. And of course, we don't know how many new equipment cards are going to be coming out in Torrential Tides, but with the data that we do have, with the base set being out, that is the current status quo picture that we can paint there. So it also benefits from low-cost equipment cards. Of course, getting as many low-cost equipment cards out on the board as fast as possible will be very beneficial with this. So things like Spiked Collar, Lava Armor, Bacon Wand, Double Down Ship, Infused Igniter. Each one of those cards costs 2 aura or less to play. And of course, you can have 3 copies of these cards in your deck. So you can imagine very quickly how you might be able to get a full hand of equipment cards, get this Surtr card out to turn 5, and really go to town getting mission points and finishing this game up quickly. The other thing that I wanted to note it does have the Aura Enhancement symbol on it, meaning that you can put an aura into the lane itself to give it destruction. So, of course, having destruction is a huge disruptive potential in accordance to its core ability, which gives you mission points, the currency needed to win the game. So having all of that combined, I think, is very powerful. And just one last note, because you will be destroying equipment, that is going to, of course, lower the influence in that lane, which is why you might want to pair this with a card like Ignite Arms, which boosts the influence of your existing equipment, at least for that round, until everything is resolved. So that pairing that together and having multiple copies of that in your deck could also help mitigate the loss of those mission points from a strategic perspective when you're trying to resolve lanes at the end of the turn. So that is my little deep dive into the Surtr card. And again, really hope you enjoyed, and take a look at our video if you haven't already, and shout out once again to MetaZoo and GameCubator Labs for giving MetaZoo News the opportunity to do that. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you enjoy Torrential Tides when it releases in August of 2025. Until next time, casters.